What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Steven Tyler Jr. and I wanted to talk about my evolution as a man and as a husband. And what I want to talk about that is how it relates to women. My wife, thank God for her and just being with me during this transformation. And I'm still evolving, I'm still transforming, but I know for a fact I am definitely a different man than I was just months ago, years ago, of course. I want to talk about this topic of being a protector and what it really means. And first off, I just want a lot of women to understand that as men, we were not really, especially as black men, we were not given examples of how we should really be men. You know what I'm saying? All this, other things that we were trying to be, but no one really sat us down and said, hey, you should be a man, marry her, and be faithful to her. I count on my hand, and it's zero, of how many men told me to marry a man and be faithful to her. Not one. And I'm 32 years old. So let's put that in perspective so you get an understanding of why a lot of men think the way they think. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 ways of putting in perspective, because that's what we do on this channel. We change perspectives, we change realities. So I'm going to let you talk about 3 ways of putting this in perspective for men, so they could be a true protector of their woman. Okay? Now, it's apparent that some men cannot commit to one woman. This ain't for you. If you're that person, you don't have to watch this. However, there are a plethora of men that do battle with this idea back and forth, and they're trying their best, to become that man. Become that man that's committed to the woman and stays faithful. So I'm gonna talk about putting it in perspective, which is, I'm gonna start off with the most simple one. And the most simple one is, of course, don't dish it out if you can't take it, right? So me and my wife, when we were younger and in our earlier 20s, we had this ritual we would do, and we would literally tell what we did with other people. Now, that type of bravery in any relationship is it's outstanding, but it also really helped put it in perspective for me of all the feelings that I create for her when I talked about what I did. So first off, men, you can't take it, man. Be honest with yourself. You can't take the idea of another man laying with your woman and doing sexual things with her. She can't take that either. She can't take that. So going to the first and most foremost, that stuff make your heart drop. Don't act like you're too proud to admit it, because I admit it. That stuff made my heart drop. I couldn't even eat the same. I couldn't think the same, because my mind, was warped, and I just couldn't believe that. But also that goes into accountability. And the first thing we're talking about when we're saying don't dish it off if you can't take it, still goes to what? Lead by example. Because family, if you don't want your woman cheating on you, you cannot cheat. If you want your woman to be more financially responsible, you have to be that. You have to be everything you want that woman to be and more, because you're the leader. If you're head of the household, you're the leader. A true leader is going to practice authentic leadership, and that just means leading by example. Okay, now, point number 2, to put it in perspective for you. When you cheat on your woman, you're actually cheating on yourself. Now think about it. When your woman finds out, and I didn't say if, I didn't say maybe, she's going to find out. That women intuition, it's off the charts. And technology is so crazy, they can easily Google Maps. What's the last few things you even looked at? The last few places you've been in. Okay? So, this whole idea of I ain't gonna get caught, throw it out the window. That woman already caught you and already knows. So, with that being said, you cheat on yourself because everything you've done to build your relationship, you tore it down just like that. I don't care if you grabbed your girl a brand new Lexus, Porsche, parked it there, took her to nice places, wined and dined her, massaged her, did the whole 120 plus yards. The minute she know you cheated, that means nothing. Because her emotions and her feelings are always going to overtake any material possessions. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I have to learn that the hard way too. Oh, I just gave you X, Y, $1,000, blah, blah, blah. What matter what? Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter. So when you cheat on your woman, you're cheating yourself. You're cheating all those hours you put in, all the time you put in flowers, all the investment you made, all the, going to the store for her, showing her that she was special. All of that work, it comes to, being with your queen, building with your queen. You threw all that away. All of it. Because again, once they find out, that's the only thing that's going through their mind. Not your gifts, not your deeds, not your services, not all the stuff you did. It's out the window. Period. Now, number 3, the most deepest point on here. As a man, you are a protector. But physical protection is actually the least that you protect. You are a spiritual protector. Okay? So you protect her spirit, her energy. You guide her to the right places for her spiritual growth. Her mental protector. You keep the positive thoughts going for her. Encourage her, motivate her. No matter how you feeling, keep her inspired. Keep her mental where she's only thinking of things that's constructive and productive to her development, her growth. And definitely probably most important for a woman, you're her emotional protector. You protect her heart, right? You have to protect her heart. So protecting her heart means that you're not going to do anything that you know would break her, that you know would crush her, that you know she will lose sleep for, that you know that she going to throw a fit for, that you know she going to just have all these anxieties and bouts with maybe even depression, or why is this happening to me, or why am I not enough, and insecurity and anger and all of that. So you're a protector, man. So your job is to protect her physically, spiritually, mentally. Most importantly though, protect her emotions. Protect her from even the idea or the inclination that her man may be with somebody else. Okay? So just to recap. Firstly, don't dish it out if you can't take it. Secondly, don't cheat yourself and the hard work you put in. And thirdly, you got to protect that woman. And again, physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional. Protect her heart. Rise, kings. Like, comment, subscribe.